Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 5 of Caveopolis, a Modpack by benbenlaw. So, in the last episode, we got those new Nether resource. So basically, Glowstone, Nether Quartz, Ancient Debris, Gold, and Obsidian. Well, the Obsidian was made not through the resource generation, but that's something we got last episode. We also made 2 beautiful little mob farm so that we can start getting some of these mobs. Before I show you the actual mob farm though, I just want to do, I want to do some crafting, and I want to make myself a better weapon because, the lapis lazuli sword is like, not enough to kill, witches, which is really problematic. Witches, which are problematic. Okay, so first off, let's craft what I wanted. So I prepared everything to craft 4 fractioning still. And I made my alloy mixer, my fragment combiner, and my eroder. I now need to make my compression dynamo. I'm probably going to make 1 or 2 compression dynamo. I'm not going to make a lot of them because I'm going to be producing my power through another method that I want to introduce today. So let me just check that. So right now I have my fractioning still, I have my compression dynamo. So before we go any further though, I want to make a FluxoMagnet because I have problems with the retrieval of the mob drops. So a FluxoMagnet is made with redstone flux coil. Okay, so 2 of this, a couple of this, a couple of this, and I think we can now make it. So we're going to need 2 of these, and we're going to make this. So now that we have a FluxoMagnet, we need to charge it. So to charge it, we need a Tinker Workbench, I think. Yes, right here. So I need to make this. So I need a crafting table, which I have too many here because I don't remember, but I think I screwed it up at some point and I made too many, and 2 glass. So let's just do this, 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 and this. Perfect. Let's store everything else. We're going to come over here and I'm going to dump it super easily, like just here. Doesn't really matter. Just want to charge this. So let's put that right here. And let's take a look at what we have here. So we have tar and tar. Oh, well, these are full. I was going to say tar can be cooked. Ooh, steel. Do I have bitumen? Oh, yes, I do have bitumen left. So bitumen production is going to be super important because that's what is making the steel. So while we're waiting for this, is this charged? That's charged enough. Let's go back to the mob farm so I can show you. But before we go, we're going to make a steel sword because that is much better. So steel sword is made from 2 steel and 1 iron ingot, like so. And so this is a thing I don't understand. This is 5, this is 7. Like it's not an enormous difference, but apparently that difference in my test world was the difference between being able to kill a witch or not. So let's go to the smaller. Oh no, let's go downstairs. So the reason I want to go downstairs first is I want to see if the drops are still there. No, so all of the drops are gone, unfortunately. Okay, so let's try this on the witch. Stupid witch. If you stay back, then of course I can't kill you. Oh, and that's why I wanted the FluxoMagnet. Haha, I got the second. So if they weren't staying back like this, I might have a chance to kill them. But whatever. So I just wanted to show you that quickly. So we can now get the Ender Pearl. Let's go to the second mob farm. So the second mob farm is more for completion than anything else because I don't really need the bones and everything that it's dropping. It's really just that I want to be able to complete the quest, which says you need to kill multiple different enemy, and which I don't remember right now. So just give me a moment. I'm gonna kill all of those, and then I'm trying to get rid of my osmium sword at the same time. I figured I don't need the osmium sword, and voila. So now we're back on the steel sword. Okay, so let me just break in quickly. And the reason I want to break in quickly is I want to get these. Because I've not killed a spider yet. And voila, one spider. Oh, that's the only spider. And get all the drop. Take this out. Take this out. And then we can just close that back. And that's going to be my way in and out. Just break this and put this right here. Perfect. So this mob farm is taken care of. Let's just take this out. And by the way, if you noticed, I put some stone brick slabs so that nothing could spawn in here. Oh, welcome. Oh, you want to be in the trees? That's fine. Oh, this is a really good setup. No. I was hoping that it would give me another one, but you know, whatever. So let's just go in here and we're going to go back and actually start the episode, I believe, because right now this was just like a little bit of a gimmicky loss of time. So let's just come over here, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of all of that stuff and go back to what we want to do after we eat the horse. Oh, really? Come to Papa. Come on. Ah! And a third one. No. No. I got so lucky. Okay, so we're going to change of plan. We're going to come down right here and go to steel, and we're going to make 2 ender tanks for the resin. So we need 8 blaze rod, 4 obsidian, 2 wools. Perfect. Well, I say perfect, but it's not perfect, but we can do all of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 of these so that we can go like so. Now we're going to need the blaze rods. So we're just going to go back here, throw the FluxoMagnet in there so that it recharges and come here. Oof, that's not a lot. So hopefully that's not a lot because I did put some in here. No, oh, I don't even know if I have enough then. So how many blaze rod is this going to make? 8. Yes, I have exactly enough. So what was it that I'm making? I'm making ender tank. Perfect. So now I'm missing 4 obsidian and 2 wools. 4 obsidian and 2 wools. You know what? For the wool, we're going to make the good old technique of doing this right here. So double K that, which is going to give me this, which is going to, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we're going to try it. More than enough. Not a problem. Not even close, baby. So let's grab that. And then we need the 4 obsidian. I think that I chucked the obsidian somewhere. Yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to grab these 2 at the same time because I'm going to need those. And let's go back here. I think we have everything to make these 2. And you know what? Just for completion's sake, let's also make 1 ender chest, even though we're not going to be able to do anything with it yet, because we're going to need a second one to be able to do something with it. We do have the green wool. Okay, that should be enough to make 4. Yes. Perfect. 4, I need a chest. Let's just make a chest. Oh God, come on. I'm all of the misclick this time. So let's just put that all back in, and then let's do ender chest for the quest. Right here. With obsidian, of course. Let's grab 2 more obsidian, and let's come back here, and let's do this again. And voila, this is perfection. Okay, then we're going to need, so now I want to complete the setup, and I didn't prepare the resource for that, but it shouldn't be a problem. So first of all, we're going to need these fluid pipes, and we're going to need these fluid pipes. I say these because these are just 1 step away from becoming fluid pipe. we're going to need, this is a low fluid retrieval module. We're going to need 2 of those. Like technically, I would prefer using these pipe because they're faster, but these have filtering. These do not. So at this point, I kind of have a small issue with filtering, but not the end of the world. Oh, 16 blaze rod right here. So nope, blaze rod is not a problem. Okay, calm down. Let's get back to what we need to do. We're also going to need item pipes and power pipes. So grab all of this. We're going to need 5 drawers. So let's grab the drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Put that there. What else are we going to need? Wait, you know what? I want to finish this quest line. I want to hear the sound. Boom. Oh. This is actually the goal of this episode. So we're going to hear the boom just in a couple of minutes. I'm putting the beef ahead of the cow, or the horse ahead of the cart. The cart ahead of the horse. Wow. Okay, so we're going to need hardened glass. So hardened glass, we're going to make 4 crafts. So 4 of this, 4 sand, and 4... I always forget what hardened glass is. I remember 2 out of 3. Oh, obsidian. That's kind of why we were waiting for this, but we're going to finally be making some fluid cells. I want 4 fluid cells. So we're going to come right to this one and go boom and boom. And this is going to make me everything that I want. While we're waiting, we're going to get started on the fluid cell. So these, you know what? I'm going to A those. Also A this. Is there anything in here I don't want anymore? Nah. Well, I don't need the bronze anymore. I kind of know that one by heart, I think. Let's go with fluid cell. Oh. Oh my God. Just click somewhere else. Thank you. And energy frame. Frame. Oh my God. Frame. Right here. So the cell flux frame gets made into a redstone flux cell. So I want to make one of these also. Okay, so the cell frame I'm going to need, I want 4. So I'm going to need 4, 8, 16, 16, and 4. So 4, 8, 12. Perfect. Oh, come on. Urgh. Clicking is hard. 16 of these. 16 of the bronze. Huh? Oh, do I not have bronze? How am I out of bronze? Or am I just not looking in the right place? So what is that? That's netherite. Constantine. Nickel. You know, let's just go and make some more bronze. That's kind of annoying. Oh, not you. You and you. Perfect. So that's going to make 4 bronze per shot, and I'm going to need 8. So I'm going to start prepping the rest of the material. I'm going to need, if I want to make 4, I'm going to need 16 of those. 16 cured rubber and 4 redstone servo. So 4 redstone servo and 2 each. So that's 2 times 4 plus 4. 2 times 4, 8, 12. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So technically, if I do this and this, that's going to give me 4 servos and 8 iron ingot, which is perfect. And now I need the 16 cured rubber. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, now I just need to go and pick up my... Oh, I'm going to wait for it. I just need 4 more. Then we're going to be able to craft everything that we want, I believe. Come on. Then we'll concentrate on the energy cell frame, but right now my inventory is so full that, you know what, let me go and get rid of this right here. I don't need this. I don't need a secondary that. I'm not going to need the tar for now. I'm going to keep it for whatever reason, for the setup I'm going to make. So let's come right here and let's get started. Do those and transform those into those. And we have now 4 fluid cell, which is super important because, well, we're going to put 1 fluid cell right here. I don't know that I want a fluid cell with resin in it, but let's just put resin in this one. Then let's do this, and let's grab these buckets. This is the heavy oil that we've been needing to collect because, see, it had gotten to a point where I think, yeah, it was full. We took exactly 4 buckets and it wasn't producing anymore, which is big because we need to be producing. We're going to need so much steel. We just need to be constantly making steel at this point. Oh, perfect. So let's grab a stack of iron that we're going to come and put. Oh, am I going to need more bronze right now? You know what? I'm going to let the bronze continue for the time being, and we're just going to leave all of that like this. So let's grab this and let's go downstairs. Let's go downstairs. I need more fluid pipe, so I need 6 bronze. So let's make some more fluid pipe because we need them for the setup that we're doing. So this and 3 of those. I also forgot that I just said I needed to make another one of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Take a stack. So let's make these into floppers, like so. Let's grab these floppers around the blank module to make the low extraction fluid, and let's make it a low retrieval fluid. And let's put, you know what? Let's store back everything in here. Perfect. So now I'm gonna just eat, grab some more food, and we're going to go downstairs, and we're going to make our setup for the fuel. So right here, I'm going to make this place kind of my set it and forget it things that I never need to go look at again. So let's come right here, and I'm going to need power. Oh, need power from here. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need 1 fractioning still. If I look at the recipe, we're going to be transforming resin into rosin and tree oil. So first thing, oh, I put my drawers away. Okay, so we're going to go back up and back down, and at the same time, I kind of forgot that I need some orange dye because I want to set these on resin, and I have orange dye right here. Can I make it a different / better color? I'm just going to go with orange dye. Perfect. So these and these. So these are going to make into yellow. These are going to make into red. The 2 together should give me 4. That's not enough. Well, I say that's not enough. It is technically enough because I choose the color, but I like to go with the 3 using the same color pattern. So let's do all of this, and let's go perfect and grab my 5 drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go back to step 2, to the first step of the video. Okay, so first we're going to come down here, and the reason we're going to come down here is actually that we need to come down here, and we need to collect all of that sweet stuff. So I'm going to grab a fluid pipe that I'm going to set right here, and an ender tank that I'm going to set. I'm going to set my 2 ender tank right here and set the color. So they're going to go orange. I usually use orange for lava though. Darn it. Okay, so in this playthrough, orange is going to be resin, and lava, if I ever made it, is going to be red. So this is what I want to do. Now I'm going to set these up like so and extract. Oof, this is harder than it should be. Let's just look at this, and voila. Oh, and it's all going in there. That's perfect. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And by the way, this is my mob farm that we're hearing the mobs from. We're going to get rid of the mob farms at some point, but we just need to make some special mob farm before we do so. But this is something that we're going to start in this episode, I believe. So let me look at this, and voila. So now we have resin extraction going on auto-magically, well, through the ender thing. And we can go back up here, and then we can get started with the next step. I don't know if that's going to work, but I want it. Well, first we're going to need this resin fluid cell that we're going to put right here. And we're going to grab this ender tank like so. So we're going to set this to input from the top, auto input. So it's grabbing from this, and this is refilling. Perfect. And this is going to export on the left. This is going to receive, and voila, our fractioning still is started. We're going to put this right here, and this is going to be set as an output, and this one also as an output. So this is producing tree oil and rosin. So we want the rosin to go right up here. The way this works is that it's going to push an extract. Oh. Every time one production is done, it pushes out. So now we have rosin that we can put back here. So rosin is a power production thingy. So we can automatically burn it in a Stirling Dynamo. So next thing we're going to do is, so this is producing tree oil. Now, if we come right here, it says right here, can be used to turn resin into rosin and tree oil. We got the rosin. And then crude oil can be made with a mix of tree oil, water, and biofuel in the alloy mixer. So we need to put the alloy mixer, and the alloy mixer, will this push automatically into it? Yes, yes it will. So now this needs water. The alloy mixer, this will not push auto magically. So that one, I'm going to need to have a fluid pipe going like this into a fluid cell right here. So I'm going to set that fluid cell to receive from and extract from this side. Auto both, but that's not going to pump. So now I need to do this. And this should be extracting the tree oil. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of water in it. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but this is kind of super convenient-ish. Right now, my setup is a bit screwed up, though, because I need to get water in here. So I'm going to bring the water from under, but under is my mob farm. So I'm going to have to jig a couple of things. For now, like, just to get it started, I'm just going to water in like this. So basically now, this is just, oh, I don't want the rosin to go in there. Okay, so let's just look at the recipe. For these recipe, we need biofuel. So what we're going to do is biofuel is made by eroding biomass through a cube. So that's kind of why I have an eroder here. So the idea was the following. The idea was that I'm going to set up an igneous extruder like this. That's going to be producing moss ball like this. Okay. So let's just kind of do the setup, because the fragment combiner doesn't need power. Okay. So the idea is the following. I'm going to set up a fragment combiner. So I don't even need a drawer. I thought I was going to put a drawer to give it stuff the first time. Oh, yes, I'm going to need a drawer. Okay, so I'm going to put a item pipe right here and a drawer right on top. And so as long as this doesn't empty, like right now rosin goes in because it has a choice, and I don't know how to force it to say, I want you here, not here. So basically in here, we need the biofuel. So the biofuel is, where am I going to put it for now? So the biofuel needs to get eroded. Well, needs to go through an eroder. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do it manually for this starting, and in my time lapse, I'm going to resolve all of this. So I put the moss block in here, and the moss block gets eroded into, oh, can this stop? It gets eroded into biofuel. Yes, we got our first biofuel. I should have started that way before. So I'm going to make a little dirty setup right here, and I'm going to go like this, and then like this, and these, and I'm going to go like this. So technically, this is going to grab the moss ball, and the moss ball get combined, and they're making moss block. So this is kind of passively the idea of how I wanted to set that downstairs. For right now, though, we're just going to start some manually a bit faster because I just want to jumpstart the system so that we can go through all of the steps that we need to go through. So 32 right there and 32 right there, and perfect. So let's grab that biofuel that we first made, and we're going to go back downstairs, and we're going to put the biofuel in, and that should get everything started. Let's go. Oh God, my keyboard skills are not up to par sometimes. So let's come right here. And like I said, if we put the biofuel in here, as long as there's biofuel in here, the resin won't be able to push right. So since it won't be able to push right, it's going to go up. And we've now started making oil, crude oil to be exact. And we're going to grab 1 bucket of this for the quest. And now it says refined fuel bucket made from converting heavy and or light oil in a fractioning still. So the crude oil needs to go in another fractioning still right here, which needs, okay, so I just remembered something. This doesn't need power. So because this doesn't need power, oh, we just have 2 fluids. I'll come back in a moment. Okay, so let's put this into input. So now we're getting crude oil, and we're going to need an oak drawer right here. And this is going to extract right there and extract right here. And this is where we're going to have a semi-ish kind of problem. So this fluid cell right here, I'm going to put like so. This is the heavy oil. So if I come right here, oh, I can't put you here. I need to put you 1 further back because you remember the fluid pipe rule. Fluid pipe rule is that it needs to be 2 away. We're going to put this as input. And we're going to put a low fluid extraction module that we can filter to heavy oil. So now when this starts making heavy oil, the heavy oil gets caught and brought over here. We're going to need at least 1 bucket of light oil to be able to do the next step though, because we're going to set the filter to go directly in a fractioning still. So we got to put a fractioning still right here and another right there. And in the middle, we're going to put a fluid cell. We're going to say this one output to the left, this one output to the right, and it inputs from the back, inputs from the left. I'm not going to say auto input yet because I don't want to use my heavy oil just yet. And then we're going to need an oak drawer on top right here and extract from here. And we're going to fluid pipe over here. And then we're going to do disgusting power pipe thingies like so. Like so. Okay. Well, that's extremely disgusting, but guess what? It's completely working. And we're going to put the compression dynamo right here that we're going to wrench around. Perfect. I think we have everything going well. Like I said, I don't want to do anything until I have a bucket of the light oil because I need to oh. What if I do this? Like this, and I go here, disallowed. Oh man, I think that's going to work. Come on. No, it's not working. So I said disallowed the heavy oil. So technically it should have started grabbing the light oil. Okay, so this is making bitumen, which is why I want to draw on top, because I want the bitumen to go there. And if you guys remember, bitumen is what we need for steel, but this is a very, very slow bitumen production. It's never going to be enough. So we're going to need to go mining for bitumen, but well, for bituminous sand. And while we're waiting, let's just, this whole thing stopped because of water. So let's just do this. Oh, nope. Okay, so this is getting tree oil because this is full of resin. This is producing the resin slowly. Great. All of this is working. Crude oil is working. So, oh, we're out of power because we're not producing enough power because we haven't started this whole compression dynamo thing. I don't want to use any of this heavy oil. Okay, so what can we do for power right now? You know what? I'm just going to screw it and wait. Should be very soon, unless this is not work. Like, is this stopping? Yeah, this is stopping. Okay, so we're going to have to do this because we're wasting power right here. Technically, is this filled with power? This is filling with power. This is filling with power. So it's, I think that's what's going on. It's trying to feed power to every place possible, which is not ideal. But we're going to let these two completely fill. And once they're completely filled, we should be able to move forward. So I'm going to switch the order of what I wanted to do. And one of the bonus, one last thing that I wanted to do is going to have to just wait a little bit. Well, not wait a little bit, I mean get done earlier. So we need dynamos. We're going to be making a gourmand dynamo. So we're going to need 4 copper in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to come back right here and put that in the multi-servo press. Of course, having all of these machines running is less than ideal on the power usage. Technically, we would want to stop using all of these machines. Are these still producing power though? Yes, they are. Okay, so let's come back here. We've got our copper gear. Now we're going to need to grab one of these blaze rod to make a, never remember the name, the magic thing with redstone and blaze rod around, the redstone flux coil. So gourmand dynamo, we need 2 iron and 1 redstone. Right here. So the reason gourmand dynamos, oh, we're gonna go hardcore. We also have never made any of these hardened integral component. We're going to make one now because it's basically where we're gonna make one. We're going to make a lot more. So let me grab 16 gear, 16 gold to make 4 gold gear. And hopefully we've got 16 invar. I didn't check that, so that might be less than ideal. So let me come here and check my invar situation. I can always make more. It's just a question of time. Oh, I've got what I need. So I'm going to grab 16 invar. And this is going to require 8 glass and 8 redstone. Perfect. Let's go back here. Nope. Right here. Perfect. Let's get these gold gears. Let's grab all of this biofuel, which is going to fix my setup problem upstairs. And we have more. I don't remember how the pipes were made. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's do in order. We're going to make the hardened integral component. We're going to make 4 of them. Then we're going to make the rest into pipes and into liquid pipes so that we can go downstairs and do something really dirty. So let's just go like this. Great. And let's grab a stack of iron. And now we're going to start making a difference. So I'm going to show you what I meant. Right here, we're going to put another dynamo. We're going to put a gourmand dynamo, which is not beautiful, but whatever. It's not the best place to set it up, but Okay. Okay, Mr. Misclick everywhere. Is this all set properly now? Extract, extract. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to also need a drawer. Oh, this is so disgusting. I'm really going to need to clean things up during my time lapse. This is annoyingly crazy. So we've got some moss ball right here. And let's grab some more. Okay, we just have to be careful because this drawer is not locked. So if we're not careful, we might get some... No, we shouldn't be able to get anything else in there. And this is going beautifully. We're going to grab you. We're going to grab you. We're going to need an item pipe. And we're just going to go like this and like this. And we're going to extract from here. And look at this. A Gorman Dynamo produces 40 RF per tick using moss ball. Or it produces 80 RF per tick eating moss ball. This is the most overpowered thing in this game. Right here, yes, yes. So now these are also producing 80 RF per tick, both of them. So now we can go back downstairs. I'm going to throw this in here and we can go and continue. I think we should have enough power for what we want to do. Now, if you remember, you can't remember something that I haven't said, so just forget what I just did not say that I was trying to say. So if we put that back here and remove that Resin, this should be good. And the reason I made all of these fluid pipe is to do something super disgusting. Like so. This is so ugly, but this should now be infinite water going in here. So technically this is getting not infinite biofuel because we need to make the setup to produce the biofuel, but it's doing tree oil. And this is the fractioning still. This is great. And right here, why is the bitumen not being... Oh. Okay, so light oil never went up because... Oh, power. So now our power problem should be solved, I believe. So let's do this, and let's just look at this. So yes, this is full, this is full, this is, wow, instant full. So now we should be able to get enough light oil to be able to right-click the bucket on it and grab it. Ooh. Don't use a pipe. So let's just wait a little bit. I think there's just 2 more craft. Come on, baby. Give me my light oil. So basically, light oil, let's just search for oil. If I look at oil, crude oil, you cannot burn it. You need to transform it into heavy oil and light oil. Light oil, you also cannot burn. But when you put it in a fractioning still, you get sulfur dust. So light oil gets transformed into refined fuel, 100 to 100, and you get a potential extra sulfur dust. Heavy oil gets transformed into tar and refined fuel, 100 to 75. So there's a little bit of loss here, but this is all free stuff. There's no need to complain about this. I'm going to grab light oil bucket. I'm going to go right here and I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put this and I'm going to say allowed, and voila, it's now grabbing it. And right here, so here we're going to need a drawer also. So there's a drawer here. So this we're going to start inputting, auto input. Okay, so we get heavy oil in here, and that gets fractioned into, ouch, it gets fractioned into fuel, refined fuel, and sometimes an extra thing. This get into refined fuel and sometimes an extra thing. We're going to say this in, this in. We're going to start auto output enable. So next craft, it should shunt 150 in here. Oh, 450. Oh, because this one already pushed it. Okay, so now we're waiting for this to go up to a bucket because last step we need 1 sulfur dust and we need a refined fuel bucket. Let me go and grab... Do I have the drawer key? How do you make the drawer key in this game? Drawer key is made... Oh, so easy. Yeah, let's go and make a drawer key. That's not a problem. It's going to go up, make a drawer. First off, we're going to check that I don't already have a drawer key because I feel I might have made one at some point. Well, let's be honest. If I didn't know how to make it, I probably... Oh, wait. I also need like an upgrade template. Oh, which is super inexpensive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make an upgrade template. Is that going to make 1 or more? Oh, that makes 4. I just want to see. So Obsidian is downgrade. Gold is 8 times. You know what? 1, 2. No, I'm going to need sticks. Like so. And oh, I'm just making one to show you and I'm going to explain, but I'm going to take care of this in my time lapse. So the reason I made one is I want to put it on here. And because see, I have so many barrels filled with oak log. I just want to transfer. So I just said I'm going to do this in the time lapse. I'm not going to do it right now. I just wanted to show you quickly, but I'm going to probably put some upgrades on this and on the sticks because I have many sticks. So a couple of upgrades like this. What I wanted to do right now is my drawer key. So I need, 3, because I need this one to be made into nuggets. And then it seems to be this and this and this. Yeah, perfect. Put all of that. Oh, and let's unlock everything for now because I don't know what I'm going to do. I just wanted to get rid of the material. I'm going to have to get rid of these nuggets and I'm doing so many things. I'm not quite sure where I'm at now and I feel like I'm a bit all over the place. So let's come back right over here. And now that we don't have a power issue, let's move that. So I'm probably going to need to move this also somewhere where it can automatically extract the heavy oil. Right now, I'm going to need to do a lot of base reorganizing. But with, oh, I also need jars. I think I need 2. No! Okay, so let's do drawers and put this here. Perfect. So let's go downstairs. I'm going to show you what I want to do with the drawers. So first off, I need to lock these so that nothing else ever goes in there. Same here, and now I can put the rest in here and another drawer right here. And this I'm going to also say extract to the right. And I'm just going to wait for 1 sulfur to get in there. While waiting for this, we have multiple bucket of rocket fuel. So rocket fuel completed. And voila, the quest line is truly completed this time. Okay, so this compression dynamo, this rocket fuel. Let me show you right here. This refined fuel can be put in a compression dynamo. And 1 bucket burns for 1.5 million RF. Okay, so now if I just set that to output to the top, voila, and look at this power production. Now we just need to be able to start using it. So technically, we don't really have any more power problem. Now I'm going to do one last thing that I want to set up and show you. So let's go upstairs. Well, one last thing for this setup. So I'm going to come back right here and I'm going to grab this. Nope, the other one just went downstairs, I guess. Yeah, so we're going to, you know what? We're going to take a little shortcut. I don't want my Sterling Dynamo to despawn. Perfect. So, what I was saying is, what I want to do right now is put this power dynamo, this Sterling Dynamo right here. and I want to turn it around. Is it still augmented? Yes. I need to extract from it. Yes. And now let's go with the dirty convoluted pipe all over the place. So if I go like this, I can do remove this, and I can extract the rosin. So the rosin can go in here, and this Sterling Dynamo is going to burn the rosin off. And so right now it's not being very efficient because, as you can see, there's no place for the power to go. So this is kind of bad, which is why we're going to need to use more power or produce more power. But this is the second thing I wanted to show you. I don't want to touch the bitumen, but these tar ball, they have no usage whatsoever other than to smelt. So they can produce 8,000 RF per, or they can be pressed into block of tar, and block of tar can be used for the same thing but produce more energy. So technically there's a duplication. So just so you understand, you need 9 tar to make a block of tar. Okay, so each tar cooks for 8,000 RF. Okay, so 9 times 8 is supposed to be 72. Okay, but a block of tar will cook for 80. So you're like getting 8,000 magic power out of compression. So now I need to extract from here to a fragment combiner. No, I'm not going to do that then. I'm just going to purely burn it off because fragment combiner don't use power. I'm not making a multi-servo press. So what I'm going to do is simply go like this, and also set this to extract. So right now it cannot extract. The reason it cannot extract is that this is still burning rosin. So right now I started it with rosin, so it's going to favor rosin, but the moment the whole rosin is burned out, then it's not going to matter anymore. Give me you. Oh, this mob sound is so annoying. Okay, so this is, and right now it's really inefficient. Right now it's not burning, but when it's burning, it's not making the max, because the way these things work, you need to have space for the power to go to be able to work. So now we're going to go upstairs and we're going to make an energy cell. So let's go back here. And we're going to need 7 of you, a couple of you, and no, I don't remember. So we need first to make a flux capacitor. Okay, perfect. Now I remember. And by remember, I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's true. We needed more of the redstone. So we're going to make a Fluxstone capacitor, like so. We're going to make 2 Fluxstone. One step at a time, we're going to make 2 Fluxstone capacitor. And these Fluxstone capacitor, we're going to need 8 glass and 8 lead. And we're going to make 2 redstone cell frame, like so. Then we're going to need 8 of those. 7, 8. What else do we need? We need 8 of those. We need, 2 redstone flux coil. That's not a problem. I just remembered that we have a lot of, well, we have a lot. It's going down. It's definitely going down, but we still have a little bit. So let's grab more of this, and then we can go this, and this. And then we can go make 2 block of these, and we can grab 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what we needed to make the redstone flux cell. Haha, yes, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right back here, and I'm going to put a frame cell right there, and I'm going to set this one with this side to input output. Okay, so technically, see now there's a place for the extra power to go, and it can fill and empty based on requirement. Oh, so that's fake. Fake news. Sorry, guys. So this one's going to be input, and this one's going to be output. And to be honest, we're going to have to put an energy pipe like so. And we're going to have to set this one to extract, so that technically, when we're producing too much power, it's going to go in there and it's going to extract from there based on what it needs. So everything's going to go in here, which means if we come back to our Gorman Dynamo, it's now producing 80 RF per tick because it's always empty. So at some point, that cell is going to be full and that Gorman Dynamo is going to stop. But we haven't put the production, we didn't put an igneous extruder. So that's going to be a problem that I'm going to need to fix during my time lapse. And I'm going to bring all of that downstairs because in my time lapse, I'm going to have 1 or 2 igneous extruder making moss ball, one for the Gorman Dynamo, another one for the fragment combiner, because the fragment combiner is going to be making moss block. Moss block are going to be put into an eroder, and the eroder is going to transform this into biofuel like this. And biofuel is going to go with the resin production. And the resin production, yeah, I'm adding a lot of things in my chain. And the resin production is just making the refined fuel. To be honest, there's the only thing that we definitely need from this, well, the little extra power production here is kind of... The extra power production from here is kind of nice. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that right here with input from the bottom. So this can now also accrue power, but we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to connect this from this side and put this as... Oh. Is that the right side? Yeah. And we're going to do this. Voila. So now we have 2 1 million RF redstone flux cell that's capable of grabbing power. And now all of this is fully automated. So technically I don't need this fluid cell anymore because this processes faster than it gets produced. But I've made the fluid cell. It's okay. So we make a lot less light oil. So this is just going to completely burn. And we've got everything with backup of power in the cells and in the compression dynamo and everywhere. And what we really need from this is the sulfur, because the sulfur is something that we're going to use later, I think, for mechanism. And we needed to start producing that as soon as possible. Whew. So that whole episode that I just did there was basically for producing this stuff. Now, what I wanted to do was to go much faster and also get into the Soul Forge, but that setup was long and complicated. So instead, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in a time lapse, and in my time lapse, I'm basically going to finish fully automating the bottom part, and I'm going to remove all of this here. And okay, let's calm down. I'm going to remove a big part of it. Let's not say all of it. And the reason I'm going to do that is, well, first of all, this is super ugly. And second of all, I want all my power production to be downstairs. So like I said, gonna be making some igneous extruder just so that I can make the moss ball to feed a couple of Gorman Dynamo. And I'm just going to bring the water generator downstairs. Like everything's going to go downstairs. But these machines that I use often, that I need for different kind of, like here I need to do some steel, here I need to do some gears and stuff like that. All of this, I'm just going to make a beautiful row of machines. So I'm going to put a power line right here. That's not what I wanted to do. In the floor so that we don't see it. And I'm going to have a couple of machines right here to be able to use. Technically, what I would also like to do is I would like to have this pyrolyzer outputting the heavy oil to be brought downstairs for producing, and the bitumen, not the bitumen, the tar also downstairs to be producing power. And what I would like to do is continuously have bituminous sand coming in here, well, bitumen coming in here, and making the coke to have iron to make steel. Because look at steel. We're going to need steel for, well, all of mechanism. We're going to need it for the, oh my God, where is it? here for Soul Forge, okay? We're going to need to make Soul Forge, and we're going to need it. Let me just check quickly if there's anything else here. We're going to need it in the Soul Forge to make Soul Steel, and we're going to need a lot of Soul Steel to make all of the mob stuff for which I made the mob farm. And I cannot unlock this until I get the Soul Forge, which is going to be the next episode. So the next episode is probably going to be a small one, where I'm going to make the small Soul Forge, and I'm going to make the better mob farm basic so that we can start killing mobs, and then I'm going to go in a big time lapse to kill a lot of mob. So I need to go in my cleanup. I have so much to do right now. I'm just going to go downstairs to finish on our new setup, and I'm just going to also core this place out. And this is going to become my power generation place. And I'm just going to make sure that the cable carries. So one thing that I can do, one of the problem that we have right now is that right here we can only extract 256 per tick. So what I'm going to probably change is I'm going to probably change thing around so that, well, first I'm going to put upgrade on those. If you look at upgrade, I can put upgrade on those. So this one's going to make it go up to 1024, and I think this one's going to make it go to 2048. Can't make this one yet because one, lots of redstone and 2 diamonds, but we'll be able to upgrade them later. But basically I'm going to try and produce all of my power in a line and have all of my power goes into these redstone flux cells, and have these redstone flux cells have bigger extract to be able to power all of my other machines. Probably gonna have one to have my machine upstairs and one to have my production machine down here. So I've got a lot of work to do. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.